Time to present you the English news. The UN Secretary General Special Envoy for Afghanistan reacted to the last evening's deadly attack in Kabul, which left scores of people dead or wounded. On behalf of the United Nations and Afghanistan, I unequivocally condemn yesterday's attack in which scores of civilians were killed and injured. He said in a statement, adding that the facts in this incident are clear. The explosions occurred last night at an event facility where religious leaders had gathered peacefully to mark a day of special significance. I reiterate that under no circumstances are such attacks justifiable. He said that attack in Kabul yesterday is nothing short of an atrocity, and those who have organized and enabled it must be brought to justice and held to account. Meanwhile, President Mohammad Ashraf Ghani chaired the Armed Forces Commander-in-Chief meeting after a deadly attack in capital Kabul, which targeted a gathering of religious scholars in a wedding hall late on Tuesday. The Office of the President at Palace in a statement said the meeting was organized on Wednesday morning, during which the National Defense and Security officials presented the report regarding yesterday's attack. No further details have been regarding the contents of the report, but Attic Palace said it was concluded in form a joint delegation of Presidential Palace and Ulama's Council to sympathize with the families of the victims, while Administrative Office of the President and Emergency Committee were instructed to assist with the families of the deceased and wounded people. U.S. President Donald Trump praised Saudi Arabia for helping lower oil prices on Wednesday as pressure intensified to impose tougher sanctions on the Middle East ally following the matter of the dissident Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. In a tweet, Trump thanked Riyadh for the recent drop in oil prices and called for prices to go even lower, likening it to a big tax cut that could boost the U.S. and global economics. Trump has repeatedly blasted high oil prices, critical to OPEC over its production and pressure Saudi Arabia, a major oil producer, to act. Oil prices rose more than 1% on Wednesday, but have been trending lower for weeks. Prices slid on Tuesday after a report of an unexpected decline in used crude inventories. An international police organization, Interpol, on Wednesday elected Kim Jong-un of South Korea as president, beating a Russian whose candidacy had raised concerns in Europe and the United States about the risk of Kremlin interference. Interpol Secretary General told reporters Kim's election was free and transparent after Russia said clear outside pressure had been exerted on the vote. Kim was elected president as largely ceremonial rule at Interpol's annual Congress in Dubai for a 2-year term to succeed China's Meng Hongwei. The presidency is typically held for 4 years. The General Assembly elected Mr. Kim from Korea as president through a voting process which was democratic, transparent, free and clear, said a talk of Germany, who hates day-to-day work at Interpol. Thank you. That was a brief. Good night.